kind of got into choreographing for Pinkies. When I joined, there was another girl who was choreographing, and she needed a hand, and I quite enjoyed doing it. I used to be a singer years ago, and I got into doing dance routines along with self-healing productions.
I got into choreography probably when I was about 13, 14, and my friend and I, Melanie, used to go in her bedroom and make up dance routines to Janet Jackson Coordination CD. And then in the late 90s I started dancing in clubs, and I did some TV dance competitions in the early noughties. And I was a backing singer on the French equivalent of Top of the Pops, and it just kind of came from there, and so I wanted to get involved with choreography.
I started choreography when I was at school, and I did a GCSE dance and then A-level dance, and I went on to do a degree in dance, and all of that involved choreography. A much more kind of arty stuff, and this actually is totally out of my comfort zone because it's much more showy stuff I used to kind of grimace at. But now I totally love it because it just works with the Pinkies, and I joined, and as soon as someone found out I was a dancer / choreographer, they kind of went, right then, you can choreograph, and I was like,
need to do it.
Okay, so that's how I got into it, and I absolutely love it. It's great to be cheesy. Our inspirations for choreography usually come from the original song or just the music itself, what kind of rhythm it is, what kind of style it is. And then we just kind of have a brainstorm, really. We kind of just sit and have a chat about it. Sometimes these two do all the work, and I'm the one that just leads the group in choreography, so the whole choir get involved. But
or sometimes Karin and I come up with stuff, and we go a bit OTT, and then you're like, actually we need to bring it down a notch for the Pink Singers. But she does, yeah, that's her proper role. But actually we've noticed that this season particularly, the Pink Singers are picking up the moves a lot quicker than they have done in previous seasons, which is great.
I would say that when I started, so that was 2 years ago now, September 2008, there was some resistance, and I think that's probably why the moves were either not picked up that easily. Some people just didn't want to do it at all. They kept saying they're singers, we're not dancers, which was fine. You know, I didn't come into the Pink Singers to be a choreographer. I came to sing as well. But I think what we've managed to do as a team is get people excited about choreography rather than dreading it, which I think I got the feeling that was what was going on before we sort of got going with it. So
we did let people who are stronger dancers, if they want to come to the front and do solos, etc., or people aren't comfortable with it, you know, they can step to the back so they don't pick on anybody and make people feel stupid.
Yeah, we let people have their
Time to shine.
Yeah, their time to shine, but also some people that are, I mean, what I've noticed actually is that I think some of our quieter members who are shy in everyday life, and they are shy in the choir, you don't really hear them much, you know they're there, obviously, but I've seen them growing as people, like they've become more confident. And I don't know if that's just down to, you know, our choreography, or I think it's cool though. I do think, because if you can release, if you can let go in your body, I think you can sometimes grow in confidence outside of, you know, this in real life.
As my role as artistic director, what's really useful for me is kind of having a hands-on approach to the choreography, because, you know, the movement on stage and how we look is, you know, integral to, you know, to the artistic vision that we have. And also working with two really talented dancers and the choreographers really, you know, makes my life a lot easier. So what I get out of it is just seeing how the choir develops, and just, you know, the final product actually, the final concert we do, and we do it really well.
It's a real burst when you see it all come together. I like the final product, but I also like when we come up with ideas and we put them to the choir, the way the choir react, and they're so excited by doing it, you know, and you see them later on in the break practicing, or in the pub practicing their dance moves, and that's kind of really good as well, that they're really enjoying it, and we've kind of come up with the ideas. So
yeah, I mean,
that's a bust, but
we often get a round of, well, not necessarily we get a round of applause, but the whole choir combusts into rounds of applause after we've gotten through a routine. in practice, and they're like, we did it, and it's that buzz that we get from the room. It's just,
especially for our memory as well, when we kind of first showed them what we had in mind. Everybody was like, really excited, and they wanted to learn it. I mean, I think it's the quickest we've ever done. We kind of learnt the song and did choreography within the first week or so. And that's kind of the quickest we've ever done, but people really wanted to do it and were excited about. Yeah.
We're going to have, again, we're going to have our individuals shine through in some solo moments, which is going to be very exciting. There's some people that haven't done it before. I think that's going to be great for them and great for the audience that support them. Choreography is just going to be bigger and better again this year because people are just getting it, so it will be exciting, no doubt. And I think the structure of the concert's going to be slightly different to how it usually is. We usually have one half classical, one half pop. We're actually going to mix it up, so
hopefully it will just be amazing as always.
And we've got a new conductor. I mean, that's kind of exciting too. So having Larry Hipkin as our new conductor, as our new MD, is going to be definitely interesting and exciting for our regular audience. And we're excited to see what happens with that as well. So there's lots to look forward to, so you've got to come.